Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again.
Yahoo!
Bro, what the hell? I just came back from Kansas City. Somebody already turned the football over. Pass intercepted. Danny Dimes throwing pennies again. Let's try this again. I'm the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the
Waddle, waddle.
Chiseled Adonis. Jalen Waddle in the end zone. Touchdown Miami. Down to America's Peninsula. Battle in the NFC South. The Saints are going to break the plane and strike blood first to take the lead over Tampa Bay in your 2025 NFL Week 14 game. I like commentary.
And now go Chargers, go.
Here comes the reigning MVP. Jalen Hurts approaching midfield, but ain't got no protection. Taken down at the 40-yard line. Which jersey is he wearing this time? The NFL slut. Jacoby Brissett looking right. Got Michael Wilson. Breaks the plane. Arizona takes the lead in the battle of the NFC West. Get out the way, Washington. Here comes 9. Somehow McCarthy doesn't throw an interception. Instead, it's a touchdown to give the Vikings the lead. Meanwhile, in Allegiant Stadium, the black hole we go. Bo Nix somehow stepped on the face of the Raiders logo and tripped on absolutely nothing. He'd go down for a sack. Meanwhile, in the land of AEW, handoff to Travis Etienne. He takes it to the end zone in this battle for first place in the AFC South as the Jacksonville Jaguars take a 7-0 lead. Let's check on Sam Darnold.
All right, and nobody's blocking.
Barely escapes the safety. The Falcons force a punt. This should have been a battle between the two top quarterbacks taken off the board, but that wasn't the reality for Shedeur Sanders. Either way, Cam Ward to the end zone. Got his man. Touchdown. Titans take the lead. Devon! Get the touchdowns. Achane to the end zone. It's a double-digit lead for the Dolphins.
And now go Chargers, go.
The Chargers in striking distance. Look at Keenan Allen. This man just picked 2 Eagles defenders. Referees ain't say a damn thing. Touchdown Chargers. They take a 7-0 lead.
They told me bust out my AP. Perfect timing.
Cut that shit off. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, rookie. Tampa Bay looking to respond. Here comes 6, back to 7. Baker Mayfield dump off to Bucky Irving. 1 blocker out in front. Great job, fat man. Make another man miss to the end zone. Tie game in Tampa. The Chiefs been so ass all year. Mahomes became his own #1 receiver. Pass ricochet right back into his arms. Takes a 10-yard loss. They're forced to punt.
That's wrong, that's wrong.
With Justin Fields still benched, Tyrod Taylor gets the start again. Pass ricochet and intercepted by the Dolphins. The Jets better call on Joe Namath. Even at 82, he might do better than their quarterback.
I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. I want to kiss you.
From Gramps to Unk, Aaron Rodgers leads the Steelers down to the 1-yard line. He's going to dial up voicemail, call his own number. And for the first time in 4 years, Aaron has a rushing touchdown to give the Steelers the lead. So much snow on the floor in Buffalo, Angelina Jolie might run down to the field to take a sniff. Nonetheless, handoff to Chase Brown. Breaks the plane to put Cincy in front. Bo Nix watched Unk run for a touchdown in the Steeler game, said, fuck it, I could do it myself. Takes it to the end zone to put the Broncos in front. In his career against the Bears, Jordan Love has only thrown 1 interception. How about you make it 2? Throws it straight to the Chicago defense. It's picked off and returned inside Green Bay territory. Lamar, come out to play. Wait a minute. You could have saw this video early and ad-free. All you have to do is become a member on my Patreon. So either click the link in my description or head over to patreon.com/chiseledAdonis. Not only you'd be helping out the channel, you'd also get all of my content early and ad-free before the internet even sees it. Any little thing helps, I appreciate you. If not, hit the subscribe button or follow button. Anything you can do to help out the channel. I'll see you on the inside. The Colts would respond as Jonathan Taylor Swift would find a blank space and score his 16th rushing touchdown on the year to tie the game at 7-all. Tennessee on the verge of back-to-back scoring drives to open the game for the second time this season, but instead Cam Ward says, fuck it, why not throw it straight to the Cleveland defense? Mans must be a virgin. You didn't look at the pubic hairs? That's a Devin Bush. What's going on in meth life? Necrophilia is on the verge of happening. In the first quarter, 21 unanswered points from the Dolphins. The Commanders in striking distance, the reigning rookie of the year, looking to make a play. JD5's pass to Deebo Samuel, incomplete because his hands are just for decoration. Lay off the pork grinds and the barbecue, fat boy. Debo ain't been the same in 3 years.
God gave you 2 goddamn hands for a reason.
Here comes Mr. Sunshine.
Jacoby Myers might be the happiest man in Jacksonville. This man was gonna die in Las Vegas. And here he is cooking with the Jaguars. Meanwhile, Tennessee gets the ball back. Look at the Browns defense. 2-for-1 special on the block. Pollard cuts inside like Jeffrey Dahmer, and he's gone 65 yards to the end zone. Touchdown, Titans, 2-possession lead. First and goal for the rolling 60s Crips in the Sioux zone. Handoff Blake Corum into the end zone to give the Rams their first lead of the day. Let's check back in on Mahomes. I was actually at this game watching him be a
That's wrong. That's wrong.
terrible news for the Indianapolis Colts. Daniel Jones would leave the game and have his season ended with a torn Achilles. Ever since the injury to Peyton Manning's neck, this organization has had no luck at quarterback. Whether it was Andrew retiring early, Old Man Rivers, or the carousel of mediocrity, it's just pain in that organization. Try the combination again.
6-7.
Cut that bitch off.
First punt of the game for the Miami Dolphins. That's a terrible logo in the middle of the field for the New York Jets. But it's fielded at the 22-yard line by Isaiah Williams. Got a couple of blockers. The Dolphins falling like dominoes. Cuts inside. Got the punter looking like he tore his hamstring. Isaiah's at the 35. Another Dolphin falls down. Hesitates for absolutely no reason. Another Dolphin misses to the end zone. Touchdown Jets. They're on the board. And of course, it's the special teams that has to make a play. Last play of the first quarter. Geno Smith going to the only weapon Las Vegas has. Bowers to tie the game at 7 apiece. Fun fact, you know the Raiders have never won a game when he scores a touchdown? Ever in the last 2 years. Can you imagine if your best player scores, that's bad for you?
And now go Chargers, go.
Into the second quarter we go. Let's check on the reigning MVP. Jalen Hurts down the middle of the field, overthrows his man, pass intercepted by the Chargers, and returned to the Jets. After further review, it's actually ruled incomplete. The football hit the ground. No catch. But of course, why would they even call this an interception? This is Jalen Hurts on Monday Night Football. Just because he has more picks than touchdowns in his career on Monday doesn't mean he's going to throw interceptions today. The football gods don't get this wrong. Hey, Jalen, no way you throw a near interception again, right? The snow's starting to come down in Cleveland. Shador Sanders going to keep the football on 3rd and goal. He's got David Njoku Jobu straight out of Wakanda in the end zone to cut the deficit down to 1 score.
They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them baguettes up on my neck and stay shining. It's never hot around my jewelry, change the climate.
Well, that was a lie. He didn't change the climate because we went from one snow game to another as Joe Burrow to the end zone got T. Higgins on a spectacular 10 toes down submission to make it a 2-possession lead for the Bengals. The Bengals are winners of 3 straight. Burrow's won 8 straight games dating back to last year, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Come on, Joe.
No quarterback to turn to, so you got to lean the franchise on Jonathan Taylor Swift. But unfortunately, he's got butterfingers fighting for extra yardage when he wasn't going to get the first down anyway. Puts the ball on the ground, taken away by the Jags. And on the very next play, they'd make them pay. Hand off to Travis Etienne. He'd find a hole without having to solicit prostitution to go to the end zone for his 2nd touchdown today. Double-digit lead for the Jags. Following drive for the Saints at the 21-yard line, Tyler Shuck gonna air it out and throws it straight to the Tampa Bay defense. Receiver ran a comeback when he was supposed to run a go route. It's picked off, and it's gonna be returned across the 40-yard line. Sam Darnold with a play-action fake to absolutely nobody on 3rd and 1, going down the field. Pass ricocheted, intercepted by the Falcons. The turnovers continue for quarterbacks down the league because Lamar Jackson's rolling towards his right and throws the football right into the arms of James St. Pierre. Pittsburgh takes the ball away. Lamar continues to struggle against the Steelers. Who is responsible for this? 3rd and goal for the Texans in the period-colored zone. C.J. Stroud able to find the morning Woody Marks to the end zone to make it a 10-0 lead in KC. Scoreless in Green Bay, but not for long. Granted, the game's played on Sunday, so why not turn to a Christian Watson who's going to break the plane and get the Packers on the board? Just look at the Cardinals' offensive line. Right guard got put on his ass. Down goes Jacoby Brissett. They're going to be forced to kick a field goal. The struggle continues for Kansas City. 2nd and 9, Mahomes.
I got this.
Pass push it and intercepted. The Texans take it away.
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
And now go Chargers, go.
Back to Los Angeles we go. Jalen Hurts looking over the middle. Apple turnovers. Pass intercepted. Butterfingers. Football's loose. It's scooped up. Butterfingers. Double turnover for Jalen Hurts. He threw a pick and fumbled on the same play. Taken away by the Chargers.
I cannot believe it.
Throwing a pick and fumbling on the same play is outrageous work. First, you throw it to a fat man. Obviously, the fat man doesn't know how to carry the football. Jalen Hurts gets it back and then loses it again. It's as if he was destined to turn the football over. The Lord said it's going to be the Chargers football, and it doesn't matter what Jalen Hurts does, it will be powder blue football. I rebuke your fumble recovery. But hey, Jalen, that's only 2 turnovers on 1 play. No way you turn it over again, right? Atlanta field goal to take the lead.
Oh, I blocked it.
Access denied. No points for you. 4th and 4. Why kick the field goal? Josh Allen gonna go for it all, keeping the play alive, rolling towards his right. Just gonna rifle it to the end zone. Khalil Shakir on a spectacular catch over the back of a Cincinnati Bengal to make it a 1-score game. But wait, there's more, as Buffalo would take out their Uno cards and give Cincinnati 2 for their mistakes. 3-point game.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Wait a minute, the holiday season is in full swing, and today's video sponsor, Raycon, got you covered with their brand new Essential Open Earbud. With the Essential Open Earbuds, I can play my music and still hear what's going on around me. It's perfect for the gym or when I'm out walking, because with regular earbuds, it blocks out everything. You can't hear someone calling your name, a car honking, or anything. But with the Essential Open Earbuds that sit just outside your ear canal, not only do you get really clear sound, you can actually hear what's going on around you too. And remember, Raycon is priced at half the cost of all the other premium audio brands, and the sound is just as good. Keep in mind, they have well over 3 million satisfied customers, and they also offer a 30-day guarantee. And the Essential Open Earbuds feature an open ear design, a multi-angular hook. It's lightweight, has a multi-point connection, 8 hours of playtime, 36 hours of battery life with the charging case, and I charge mine maybe once a week. I use mine every single day, whether I'm in the gym, going for walks, running on the treadmill, taking out the trash. Doesn't matter what the task is. I've got these Raycons in my ears. So what are you waiting for? Do yourself a favor right now. The Essential Open Earbuds are here for the holiday season, and they're selling incredibly fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. Just click the link in my description and head over to buyraycon.com/chiseledopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Order by December 15th, guaranteed delivery by Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't show up late. Let them know I sent you.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
3rd down for New Orleans. Tyler Shuck under duress. Can't escape the pocket. Brother in trouble. Same situation for Geno Smith.
All right, and nobody's blocking.
If they don't fix that offensive line, he's going to die back there. The Raiders are forced to punt. It's going to be fielded by Mims at the 48-yard line. Escapes a couple of Las Vegas Raiders. Couple of blockers out in front. Not a single Las Vegas defender's going to touch him. Goes the distance to the end zone. Touchdown Broncos. Pittsburgh in striking distance again. Whose offense is this? Kenneth Gainwell going to hold on to the football. Breaks the plane. 14-point lead for the Steelers. The Commanders out on the field wasting everybody's time. 3rd and 1 handoff. Jordan Mason, not a single defender able to bring him down. Gonna go to the end zone to make it a 2-possession lead.
And now go Chargers, go.
After a Charger field goal, let's check back in on Jalen Hurts. He turned it over again. Back-to-back interceptions. Jalen on Monday night strikes. Another turnover for Philadelphia. But hey, Jalen, no way you turn it over again, right?
And now, no charges, no.
Literally on the very next play, Jay Herbo's got lubricant on his hands because he can't hold on to the football. Fumble on the play, the Eagles take it right back. Can somebody get this brother a belt? His pants is coming off. Cincinnati in striking distance once again. First and goal from the 10-yard line. Joey B rolling towards his right. He's going to find Chase Brown, who holds on to break the plane. Shades of Santonio Holmes against Baltimore in 2008. Holding on to the football right at the tip of the end zone to make it a 2-possession lead again. Cleveland on the move at the 40-yard line. Battle of the rookie QB. Shador with a strike over the middle. Got Jerry Jeudy. He's going to go the distance. 60-yard touchdown. And the Browns take the lead. The pride of Haiti puts them in front. Last time it was Corum, this time it's Williams. Breaks the plane to put the Rams back in front. 4th and 1 for Tampa Bay, but they're participating in the Frank Costanza Challenge.
I stopped short.
Jacksonville on the move, handoff to Tootin. He shat himself and put the ball on the ground. The Colts take it away near midfield. Too bad they did nothing with the football, because on 4th and 1, the gaps for the O-line got filled faster than Bonnie Blue at a gangbang. Nowhere to go for Jonathan Taylor. Turnover on downs. Yet another 4th down attempt for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen blasted. Pass sails incomplete. 3rd and 5 for Mahomes. Approaching a minute left to go in the quarter. Still got nothing going on offense. Taken down for another sack.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Everybody struggling to move the chains on 4th down. Failure for the Saints. They're going to give the ball right back to Tampa Bay after taking it away. Jordan Love at the Bears 45 says, fuck it. Melton down there somewhere. Chicago gets absolutely beaten coverage. 45-yard TD. Love gets his second TD through the air, and it's a double-digit lead for the Packers. 3rd down for the Titans, and it's inevitable. Myles Garrett's going to get his way to the quarterback. His 20th sack on the season, only 3 sacks away from the record. OH, behind you.
Come on, Joe.
Joe Namath couldn't answer the phone, so looks like the Jets had to call on Brady Cook, and he's cooking apple. Turnovers, throws the football straight to the Dolphins defense. Intercepted, return to the 5. Baltimore still desperate for their first touchdown today. Lamar Jackson gonna dial up voicemail, call his own number. He finds the end zone on the ground for the first time since week 1 to make it a 1-possession game, but unfortunately the kicker's foot just for decoration.
And now no charges, no.
3rd and 4 for the Chargers just before halftime. Why play it safe when you can give out donations? Pass ricocheted, intercepted by Adoree Jackson. The Eagles get the ball back in field goal range. Back to the Red Sea we go. Just look at this pass from Matthew Stafford right in the hole of the coverage. Connects with Puka Nacua, goes into the end zone to make this a 2-possession lead for LA.
Here comes Mr. Sunshine.
Lawrence on the move. A Colt fell in the end zone. Is this Krusty Krab? No, it's Tim Patrick in the end zone for the score. 3-possession lead for the Jaguars. Grant Deplet thought he had a sack, but boy, if you don't sit your ass on the ground. Cam Ward just manhandled that man to throw the football away. Look at homie in the back just rolling on the ground. Tyson Campbell went to Georgia, but he's out there roll tide roll.
Almighty push.
4th and 3 for Geno.
And nobody's blocking.
Into the second half we go. Opening kickoff of the period. Fielded by Rashid Shaheed from the 1-yard line. He finds a seam and he's loose. I would say it's one man to beat, but Zane Gonzalez ain't even attempt to chase this man down. Touchdown Seattle. They take the lead. Buffalo still trailing by 10 and no momentum whatsoever. Josh Allen under duress taken down. Meanwhile, in America's Peninsula, looks like Tampa Bay pastry chef Baker Mayfield's cooking apple. Turnovers, throws it straight to the Saints defense, intercepted by New Orleans. And a minute later, they'd cash in the interception for points as Tyler Shuck would keep it on a QB keep. He's gonna go 34 yards to the end zone, outruns the Tampa defense to give the Saints the lead. Hey, Bijan Robinson, what's your favorite chocolate? How about some Butterfingers? Man's blasted by 2 Seahawks. Gives the ball right back to Seattle. The plumbers in the Red Sea turned on the boiler because Matthew Stafford's on fire. Rifles to the end zone. Got Parkinson. Touchdown. Second TD thrown today. 17-point lead. 4th and 1 for the Kansas City Bloods. Kareem Hunt kicks his way to a first down and then the end zone to finally get KC on the board. The Bills drive all the way down the field following that opening drive sack. Kincaid, returning back to the lineup, finds the end zone to cut the deficit down to 1 score. Chicago in striking distance midway through the third quarter. Caleb Williams rifles it to the end zone, got his man. Touchdown. Zacchaeus with the spectacular grab, and then Monungai would fight his way across the line to make it a 3-point game for Chicago. Think fast, JD5. Oh! Van Ginkel tipped the football to himself into, God damn, what the hell just happened to JD5? Minnesota gets the ball, but JD5 is down. Tampa Bay drives down the field, responds to Tyler Shuck's rushing touchdown with one of their own to regain the lead at home. 3rd and 3. Look at Watson put on the speed. The Bears defense don't got a turbo button on their controller. He's going to outrun him to the end zone. His 2nd touchdown today. The Packers make it a 2-possession lead again. After a Steelers field goal, Lamar Jackson in a goal-to-go situation again finds Isaiah Likely back in the end zone. Touchdown. Baltimore makes it a 1-score game again. Seattle finally decided to stop playing with their food. Darnold over the middle finds the JSN network, beats A.J. Terrell, goes to the end zone for the touchdown. 2-possession lead for the Hawks. JD5 would have to leave the game after re-injuring his elbow, so M&M's Marcus Mariota comes in and gives the football straight to the Vikings defense, picked off by Old Man Harrison. The last of the elderly white DBs continues to make plays. 3rd down for Kirk family member Cousins. Pass ricocheted and intercepted. Seattle gets the takeaway.
Big Kirko wakes up dripping like this.
I'm so icy. Give me this motherfucker.
Hold on, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical, individual D, Chiseled Adonis. But of course, you already knew that. And what if I told you you could get your own personalized cameo today inside 24 hours? If you book me over on cameo.com/Chiseled Adonis to get your own personalized video message. I've done over 450 throughout the years, and I've been able to garner over 100 5-star reviews. So whether it's a happy birthday, happy anniversary, just a pep talk, or a roast, if somebody needs to be engulfed in verbal flame, I'm the man for the job. So make sure you go over and book me on cameo.com/Chiseled Adonis. I'll see you on the inside. Folks giving the football away around the league. R.J. Harvey able to break the plane to make it a 2-score game for the Broncos. The Steelers holding on to a 4-point lead. Aaron rolling right, dump off to Jalen Warren. Not a single Baltimore Raven there to touch him. He goes the distance to the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Who would have thought it took playing a team that's lost 7 straight to unlock the alter ego 9? McCarthy with his 2nd touchdown today.
And now, no charges, no.
Clutching a 4-point lead, Jay Herbo got absolutely no protection, taken down by 3 Philadelphia Eagles.
Slithering. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
2nd and 20 for Shedeur Sanders on the play action fake. Look at the pocket presence, able to avoid the pass rush, extend the play, just to throw an interception anyway. Pass picked off at the 33, returned inside Cleveland territory. The Titans take it away for the first time today. And just before the end of the 3rd quarter, Tony Chopper Pollard would take advantage of the turnover as he'd go the distance to the end zone again. His 2nd touchdown on the day, and Tennessee regains the lead. James Cook knocking on the doorstep, but he's cooking. Apple turnovers, fumble into the end zone, recovered by the Bengals. The end zone was right there for the score, but you couldn't unzip your pants. Tie game in Kansas City. Mahomes rolling left, looking back towards his right, got Rasheed Rice.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake! Let's go already! Let's go already! They killed him! Oh my God. Let's go, my witness! He is broken in half!
God damn, Rasheed Rice done got knocked out his own body. Now he gets to experience what it's like to get hit by 120 miles per hour.
I got this!
Homie just had a couple dreadlocks knocked loose. The 4 almost came off his jersey. Mans was wearing a Guardian cap, but somehow Rasheed Rice got shafted raw. Almost put him on a t-shirt, transmogrified his memory into a hashtag. He got laid out from the east to the west, back to the east, back to the west.
Mahomes on a mission, searching, finding Rice and gets popped by Petrie.
And this hit knocked him upside down. Looked like
You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
Jacoby Brissett wore all them jerseys and completely forgot which one his team is wearing. Throws it straight to the Rams defense. Intercepted at the 31. Very next play, Stafford would make them pay as the necrophilia challenge officially begins out in the Red Sea because the Cardinals may be dead, but somehow they're still getting fucked. Puka Nacua whispered in the defender's ear, "Hold my nuggets. Suck my dick." Into the second half we go. Mahomes says, fuck it, Tyreek Hill down there somewhere. But he doesn't play for you anymore, stupid. Intercepted by the Houston Texans again.
That's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong.
And now no charges, no.
Eagles offense desperately need to make a play. They fake the tush push, toss over to
Saquon Barkley.
And he's gonna go the distance, 52 yards to the house, touchdown. Eagles take their very first lead of this game. Caught the Chargers with their pants down.
They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing.
Ain't I tell you to cut that music off, rookie? Geno Smith had to leave the game due to injury. Insert Pickett, and on 4th and goal, he throws the football to absolutely nobody.
This guy sucks.
No lubricant, no protection, just vigorous anal penetration upon the Cardinals defense as Corum goes the distance to the end zone. And it's a 4-possession lead. The Cardinals are getting destroyed at home. 3rd and 4 for Baltimore, trying to make this a 1-possession game. Lamar Jackson got Bateman open, but his hands just for decoration. The Ravens continue to be anemic when it comes to catching the football.
God gave you 2 goddamn hands for a reason.
No Danny Dimes, no AR5. The Colts got to turn to Riley Leonard, and he turns the ball over too. The Jags are cooking the Colts. Game still knotted at 17 apiece. 4th and 3. Baker Mayfield escapes the pocket, looking right, got Chris Godwin, but this man juggling the football on the sideline and steps out of bounds. Turnover on downs again for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, the Seattle Seahawks continue to pour it on. Cooper, 2 girls, 1 cup, would take a shit on the Falcons defense. 3-possession lead. Then to make matters worse on the ensuing drive, Kirk family member Cousins has another pass, ricocheted and intercepted. Again, his 2nd pick on the day.
Big Kirkle wakes up dripping like this.
I'm so icy. Give me this motherfucker.
4th and goal, and the necrophilia begins out in Washington because the Commanders may be this man broke 3 tackles. Pack them boys up. They getting fucked.
And now go Chargers, go.
The Chargers still trailing by 3. Jalen Hurts pass over the middle right through the arms of A.J. Brown and intercepted. The Chargers take the football away. That's the 3rd pick thrown by Hurts today. But hey, Jalen, no worries. That's only 3 picks. You still got a ton of time. No way you throw another interception, right? 86% of Cardinal fans already hit the exit, so nobody saw Michael Wilson score a touchdown on a beautiful back shoulder to cut the deficit down to the length of the Constitution. You're still down by 4 scores.
They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them
Butterfingers fumble on the play, scooped up by Tennessee. The Browns keep shitting themselves, and the Titans are going to have the football inside the 10. 4th and 1 for Kansas City, desperately trying to take the lead. Mahomes pass over the middle, broken up, turnover on downs. 3rd and goal after the fumble recovery. Cam Ward finds his man, touchdown, 2-possession lead for the Titans. Back over to Buffalo Wild Wings. Cincinnati been leading all day, and they're not going to slow down as Joe Burrow finds Mike Gesicki in the end zone to make it a 2-possession lead again. And despite being in the league for nearly 10 years, homie still got the worst gritty we've ever seen. After snatching Kirk family members' chain again, the Seahawks would make the Falcons pay as the JSN network finds the end zone for the 2nd time today, and the necrophilia continues in ATL.
My butthole can't shake that abuse.
The Saints in striking distance. Tyler Shuck out here looking like Teflon. 3 different Buccaneers couldn't get him on the ground. He's going to take off to the end zone. His 3rd touchdown today. 2nd on the ground to give New Orleans the lead. Cleveland's drive stalls again.
I blocked it.
Nobody protected on the punt, recovered by the Titans. They're going to take over inside the 30. The Browns have no interest in playing winning football. 3rd and goal for Chicago. Loveland's left all alone to the end zone. Tie game, 21-all. Shockingly, the Commanders are still playing football, trailing 31 points on the road. M&M's Marcus Mariota takes out the wrong chocolate. It's Butterfingers. Fumble on the play. The Vikings take the ball away again. Pack them boys up. They got zipped. Buffalo still down by 10. Look at the end. He had a clear shot at Josh Allen, but couldn't hit the break, and Allen's gonna go the distance by himself to the end zone. Touchdown, 3-point game. Buffalo refuses to die. All these knockout commentaries had me thinking, why don't I knock someone out myself? So I came up with Knockdown Tea, guaranteed to help you sleep longer, sleep better, relax, and restore. Passion fruit flavored, so you know it's good. Simply take it 30 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep, and our slogan is 1 cup down for the count, 2 cups, throw in the towel. So make sure you click the link in my description. Head over to knockdowntea.com and grab your first pack today. 4th and 1, 7 minutes left to play. Why kick the field goal when you want to kill your divisional opponent? Unfortunately, Travis Etienne doesn't get the first down. It's a turnover on downs. Meanwhile, over in Kansas City, the Chiefs' playoff hopes are starting to die because the Texans break the tie, find the end zone, and take a 7-point lead. After getting the football back, God bless his heart, the young man doesn't understand the rules. You can't shoot bullets with your gun on safety. 2 for your mistakes. The superior Josh Allen still making plays. Meanwhile, back in MetLife Stadium, the Dolphins continuing to cook the New York Jets. There was 6 Jets at the goal line, and they couldn't stop this man for half a yard. A little over 5:30 left to play. Joe Burrow throws a touch pass, intercepted by Benford. He's gonna go the distance. Can I get a pick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Bills take the lead in this bitch.
Come on, Joe!
You're choking. 4th and 4, same result for Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes continues to be a
bad frog, bad frog, bad frog, bad frog.
The camera's still rolling in Arizona for some reason. 4th and 10, back inside the 20. Look at the effort from Jacoby Brissett. This man is escaping one man, does a loop-de-loop, rifles it to the end zone just for the pass to be incomplete. Get off the field. Joe Burrow threw his first interception this season. Must have been a fluke.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
He's intercepted again. Back-to-back pass attempts result in turnovers for the Bengals. They're collapsing like a bar stool under Yokozuna. 4th and goal. Kirk family member Cousins rifles it to the end zone. Got a man. Incomplete. Take the L out of Lover. This game is over, brother.
Give me this motherfucker.
Cleveland down by 14. Shador Sanders trying to keep their comeback chances alive. Escapes the man who took him down twice. Holds on to the football. Dials up voicemail. Calls his own number. Takes it to the end zone. Touchdown. But they're going to go for 2 rather than kick the extra point. Sanders can't even get the snap. It's recovered by the Titans. And thank God the referees actually blew the whistle and he was down by contact. Because man slowed down for absolutely no reason when he could have went the distance for the McPick 2. Let's check in on those Jets.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Bruce. After Kelsey drops a football, very next play, Kelsey says, let me do it again. Right off his hands into the arms of the Texans for the 3rd time today. Mahomes throws an interception, and the Texans take over in field goal range. Look at Kelsey's washed ass, fresh out the laundromat. Can't even squeeze a football. But he's spending more time preparing for his wedding to Taylor Swift than preparing to play tight end in the National Football League. I'm glad he put his shoulder pad right into your navel, because you playing like absolute ass. The Chiefs fall below 500, and their record is now 6-7.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
Pack it up, old man. Get your ass to the retirement home, because for the first time since 2015, the AFC West will not be dominated and ruled by the Kansas City Chiefs.
Bad frog, bad frog, bad frog, bad frog, bad frog, bad frog.
Tie game, but not for long. Hand off to Double J. Josh Jacobs breaks the plane to put Green Bay back in front at home for first place in the NFC North. The Bills driving down the field following the 2nd interception from Burrow, and they're blowing this game wide open. Josh Allen to the end zone, touchdown to Hawes. It's a 2-possession lead when they were just trailing by 2 possessions 4 minutes ago.
Come here. Somebody call the police.
Baltimore in position to take the lead. Play action for Lamar Jackson over the middle. Got Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Raker. This was originally ruled a touchdown on the field, but upon further review, Isaiah Likely didn't get 3 feet down despite being in the end zone, so they ruled it an incomplete pass. The Ravens are denied a touchdown at absolute confusion in M&T Bank Stadium because he's upright. He doesn't have to survive the ground, but the rules state you have to get 3 feet in order to establish a catch. Earlier in the game, in the first quarter, Zay Flowers on the sideline appeared to make a spectacular catch getting a knee down, but he actually doesn't survive the ground. You can see movement of the football as he's attempting to possess it. They actually ruled this a catch later in the same game. Aaron's passes ricocheted back into his arms, making him the second oldest player to ever receive a reception. But did he ever have possession of the football? The ball may be pinned to the top of his head, but he's going down, so therefore he has to survive the ground, right? It was ripped out of his arms, never touched the ground, and taken away by the Baltimore Ravens. Albeit the rule does say if 2 players have their hands on the football, it usually gets awarded to the offense, but he has it pinned to the top of his head. This is the frame that they used to claim that he had possession of the ball, but the ball comes loose. In what world is that possession? He was going to the ground. Over a month ago, Roman Wilson had a catch like this in the end zone, but you can see before he loses possession of the football, he took about 4 steps. But couldn't you also make an argument that he's going to the ground as he's backpedaling, trying to remain upright? In the case of Isaiah Likely, he's not going to the ground. He just has to get 3 steps. But unfortunately, upon trying to get the 3rd, the ball was dislodged from his arms. And now for the 2nd consecutive game, Likely's denied a touchdown. Thanksgiving, he fumbled out of the end zone, resulting in a touchback. And tonight, he's fumbling in the end zone, unable to secure the catch. Baltimore's going to have to go for it on 4th and 5, and Mark Andrews puts his hand on the football when DeAndre Hopkins was wide open in the back of the end zone for the go-ahead score. The Ravens are denied points. YouTube family, do me a favor and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also hit that like button as well, because it really helps push the video out into the YouTube algorithm so that more people can come and see the content. Furthermore, make sure you follow me across all platforms on social media: Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. We've had unreal motion in 2025, and I'd love to keep that momentum going into 2026. And of course, the content that I upload over there, some of it I can't post over on YouTube because they're going to end up giving me strikes for community guideline strikes. So if there's some kinds of content that you'd like to see that can't get uploaded over here, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and also on Twitch as well. Pickett rifles it over the middle of the field, able to find a man. That's a touchdown to cut the deficit down to 10. Life comes at you fast. You were once up by 10 in this same quarter. Now you down by 11. T. Higgins on a spectacular effort to the end zone to make this a 1-possession game. Then on the 2-point conversion, the Bengals attempt to take out their Uno cards and give the Bills 2 for their mistakes. But Joe Burrow's got nowhere to go with the football, fumbles, and loses possession. It remains a 5-point game. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, one timeout remaining for Cincinnati. They're able to make it to Josh Allen and force a 3rd down with the game on the line. Oh my God, this game is still going, and Riley Leonard says, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it all, to the end zone, touchdown Colts. But did this help them come back and win though? Absolutely not. You lose. You went from the number 1 seed a month ago to out of the playoffs. Got him hating from outside the club. You can't even get in. 3rd and 15. Game on the line. Bengals need a stop. They're not going to get it. Josh Allen keeps it himself, picks up the 1st down, and completes another 4th quarter comeback against an AFC North team. 12 straight home wins for Josh Allen. 4th and 4. Game on the line for Baker Mayfield. Steps up in the pocket, throws it low to Cade Otton, pass incomplete, and the Saints pull off the upset and shock the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in America's Peninsula. 1st and goal for the Jets. Yoink. Jets, just end the season. Intercepted in the end zone. 1 minute left to play in Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders rifles it to the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown. Touchdown Browns. They cut the deficit down to 2. 2-point conversion to tie the game and force overtime. Sanders isn't on the field. The Browns try a little bit of trickery, but what the fuck were they doing? Judkins' controller's broken. Throws it across the field. Pass is broken up. What the hell was that? You took your best player on offense today off the field for a game-tying 2-point conversion. And what doesn't make any sense is, look how this play develops. If Judkins actually gives the ball away, you have him walking into the end zone. What the fuck was Judkins doing? Why didn't he give the ball away? But he wanted the glory for himself and ran into a stampede of Tennessee Titans. So now instead of it being a tie game, they gotta go for the onside kick, and they would not get it. Titans win their second game of the season. Stefanski's getting fired. 4th and 1, game on the line for QB.
Zesty. When I seen him throw that ball.
Chicago denied the score. The Packers win at home, and the Bears lose their lead in the division. They fall from the number 1 seed in the NFC to the 7th seed in the conference. Dicker the kicker ties the game and forces overtime in Los Angeles. Game on the line for Baltimore. No timeouts remain. 3rd and 1. Lamar Jackson tripped up from behind. Highsmith grabs him by the cleats. This game is over. The Pittsburgh Steelers hold off the Baltimore Ravens and regain their lead in the AFC North. The Raiders send out Daniel Kelsey. Wait. 46-yard field goal as time is expiring. You're losing by 10. Why would you even kick a field goal here? The spread was 8.5 and over 40 points. There legitimately is no way. It's a 46-yarder. You know you're going to lose 5 seconds. Who in their right mind kicks the field goal here? Usually you'd either just take the knee or just run a play or heave it towards the end zone. These dudes know exactly what they're doing. They in Vegas too. Somebody investigate Pete Carroll expeditiously.
And now go Chargers, go.
Into the extra period like extended menstruation we go. Jay Herbo and the Chargers get the football first in overtime. After the first down run from Jay Herbo, hand off to Hampton. He's going to find a huge hole, pick up another first down to take it in Eagles territory. 3 plays later, 3rd and 7. Eagles need to get a stop. Jay Herbo steps up in the pocket, unable to move the chains. They're going to have to settle for a Dicker the Kicker 54-yard field goal. He boots it through the uprights, and it's good. He's the most accurate kicker in NFL history and gives the Chargers the lead on Monday night. Ensuing drive, 3rd and 16. Jalen Hurts over the middle, finds skinny Batman. Devontae Smith makes his first play of this game to move the chains and bring the Eagles into Charger territory. 2 plays later, Dallas Goedert puts them in field goal range. Under 3 minutes left to go in this game. Jalen Hurts got a bail from the pocket, rolling right, got Dallas Goedert again. Huge first down across the 20. Touchdown wins the game here. Jalen Hurts, after playing like absolute ass, has a chance at redemption. Instead, the pass is ricocheted and intercepted. Hurts is picked off for the 4th time today. Turns it over 5 times as the Philadelphia Eagles lose in prime time, and the Chargers secure a winning season for the 2nd consecutive year under Jim Harbaugh. Jalen Hurts! You have more interceptions than touchdowns on Monday Night Football. And in prime time, you came to Los Angeles and turned it over 5 times under the lights. You turned it over twice in 1 play. You got cooked all day. Let your team fly back to Philly on a plane. But for you and the rest of the Eagles, join the Falcons, Bengals, Browns, Commanders, Jets, Buccaneers, Colts, Ravens, Raiders, Bears, Cardinals, and Chiefs in taking out your Metro card and getting aboard the But for the Falcons, Browns, Jets, and Commanders, you go somewhere different because you've arrived at Elimination Station and you'll be joining the Titans, Cardinals, Raiders, Saints, and Giants for your failures of putting together an adequate season, your failures of accumulating enough wins to qualify for football in late January. Consider your names written down the Death Note because your dreams of advancing to the NFL playoffs your dreams of restoring prestige to your franchise, your dreams of hoisting up the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl 60 champions has been absolutely
You will rest in peace.
Delete confirm.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
I hear the Shadow Realm's lovely this time of year.
Let's find out if it's true!
Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And on top of that, hit that notification bell as well. For whatever reason, YouTube's only showing my videos to 20% of my subscribers. So if you have already turned on the notification bell, turn it off, turn it back on. If you never turn it on, turn it on. I appreciate you.